Okay, it's time for the recap of the Victoriaroyals game tonight, October 22nd, 2022. They played the Vancouver Giants. But I know what you guys are saying. Hey, this isn't a Victoriaroyals jersey. Look. No, that's because it was some dress-up night at the Victoria Arena because it's the last game we play before Halloween. So this, in fact, is the Chilliwack Bruins jersey, right? And as you may or may not know, the Victoriaroyals started out as an expansion team in Chilliwack, British Columbia back in 2006, where they played until 2011, right? And some of the players that played in Chilliwack went on to the NHL. Oscar Moeller played for the LA Kings. Nick Holden played for Columbus, Colorado, New York Rangers, Boston, Vegas Knights, and Ottawa. Roman Horlock played with the Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers, and Brandon Manning, he played in Philadelphia and in Edmonton. So that's a bit of history on the Chilliwack Bruins. Maybe one day we will do a whole history on them. So right now we're going to get to this game tonight that was played in the Save-On Foods Memorial Arena before 3,079 fans. And it was a 6-5 Giant win in a wild roller coaster of a night. Before we do the summary, let's do the refs and those guys. It was Matthew Hicks was the referee. So was Mike Campbell and Cole Cook and Jack McNabb. It's good to see Jack again. He always does a good job, as all the referees do. So the scoring was actually opened up by the Vancouver Giants at 1:50 into the first period. Samuel Holdnick scored, assisted by Mazin Leslie and Ty Thorpe. That was a 1:50, right? Then a few minutes later at 4:58, it was Ethan scored from Mazin Leslie again. So 2-0, 5 minutes in, things are looking good. Then Victoria scored at 7:07 of the second period. Right, the first, it was 1-0 after one. Then 5 minutes in the second period, they got up 2-0. But a couple minutes after that, Jake Poole got his third of the season, assisted by Caleb Parker. So now we're 2-1. But then Ty Thorpe regained the 2-goal lead, scoring his fifth of the season, assisted by number 29 and number 10. That was at 15:50 of the second period. Right, so we got this, okay. Then the Royals would tie it up. No, they would get the Royals would make it 3-2 at 18:28 of the second period. Tegan Payton would score his third of the season, assisted by Jake Poole and Luke Sharpley. Then Jake Poole would score his second of the game at 4:29 of the third period. Right, so we're doing good, eh? Right, 4:29. Then Jake Poole would score again his hat-trick goal of the game at 6:34. So we're up 4-3 now, right? Okay. Then at 9:07, Riley Gallen would score, right? So we're up 5-3, right? This is good, right? Vancouver pulls the goalie, and I think you know what's coming. Right at 18:12 of the third period, Ty Thorpe would score his sixth of the season, assisted by number 7 and number 14. Right, okay, so we're still up by 1, right? Okay, so we've seen this movie before, right? Samuel Hosek scored his fifth of the season, and assisted by number 10 and number 8, Ty Thorpe. That was at 19:58 of the third period. We are tied at 5. We're headed to overtime. And I say we've seen this show before because about 4 or 5 years ago in the playoffs, we were, I think it might have been even a Game 7 situation. We were playing Kelowna, and Kelowna tied it in the last second of play, right? And they won that game in overtime. But tonight, as we are going to show you the overtime goal and the tying goal of this game, yeah, it was number 10, Zach Opachuk scored his third of the season, assisted by number 7 and number 47. So Vancouver wins 6-5, and you can see there was a whole pile of penalties. I'm not going to read all the penalties out, but you can go online and check them out. The shots on goal in the game were 14-7 for Vancouver in the first. Then it was 11-6 for Vancouver, out shooting us in the second. Third period, we outshot them 14-8. And in the overtime, Vancouver had the only 3 shots on goal. Right, and it was 35-29 shots on goal in the game. Our power play is what did us in. It was only 1 for 8, and Vancouver was 1 for 4. Between the first and second period, I ran into Graham Lee, the owner of the team, and I talked to him for a couple of minutes. I can't really say too much that we were what we talked about. We did agree on it'd be nice to see more fans in the stands, and we both agreed if the team starts winning, that will probably happen. Is there any notes on the game notes here? With the upcoming trip after this game, the Royals head on their Eastern Conference road trip, where they will play 6 Eastern Conference teams over a 16-day period. It's a grueling road trip, but an exciting one for players from Alberta and Saskatchewan. They make up 54% of the Royals. The Royals will not play again until Remembrance Day. Right, so the next game for the Royals is in Red Deer on October 26th. Then they'll be on the road for those games, so we'll have to see them back. And we'll do the 3 stars here. The 3 stars of the game, surprisingly, were all from Victoria. Now, these were probably done and submitted before the overtime happened, before they tied it, because I'm sure they might have been different. But anyway, all Victoria stars: Caleb Parker, number 8. He was your 3rd star. Tegan Payton was the 2nd star. He wears number 29. And Jake Poole wears number 34. He was acquired from Kelowna prior to the start of the season. So I think we'll use Caleb Parker as our player profile of the game tonight. He is from Calvette, Saskatchewan. He was born on 2004 on 10/12. So I think it's October 10th. October 12th he was born. That's what it says here. Anyway, he shoots right. He's 6 feet tall, 189 pounds. And yeah, he's doing good. He's been Victoria for a few years now. Going into tonight's game, he had played 99 games, so tonight was his 100th game. He scored 2 goals, 30 assists for 32 points. He is a minus 60, but he's got 99 penalty minutes too, and he's had 131 shots on goal. So he's a defenseman for us, and he's a pretty good defenseman for the Victoria Royals. So I think we're going to wrap this one out now. When I was, I told you about the Graham Lee thing and the, so we're going to wrap it up. I might do some Royals news on the season, like as they go on the road. So now our record after this loss tonight is 2 wins, 8 losses, and 1 overtime loss for 5 points. And Victoria has improved their record to 1 win, 5 losses, an overtime loss, and 2 shootout losses for a total of 7 points. So the goaltenders tonight were Tyler Palmer, and the other goaltender that played in net for the Vancouver Giants, or the goalie for the Vancouver Giants, was the great Jesper Vikman. And should we do a profile on Jesper Vikman for fun? Let's see if we can bring that up here. Because he's our top goaltender. So we're going to have to go Vancouver forwards. Yeah, because people talk about him on Facebook. He's a good goaltender. He plays for the Vancouver Giants. Of course, he's from Stockholm, Sweden. And he was drafted by the NHL Las Vegas Golden Knights in 2020 in the 5th round, 125th overall. And he's played a total of 41 games for the Vancouver Giants in the regular season for a 3.5 goals against average, a save percentage of .901, which is really good in junior hockey. and he has 19 wins, 18 losses, and 2 overtime losses, and a shootout loss. So yeah, he's one to watch out for in future games. So this will wrap it up. We're going to put this video together, and we're going to show you the tying goal, the overtime goal, and the 3 stars. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Come on, Royals!
1:16 left. The net's empty again for
Come
Vancouver.
on! Get it down here, Royals! Come on, Royals! Get it out there!
Vancouver tie it and force a shootout.
Go! We don't want
1
to
minute.
get it.
Last one to play in the third period.
Hold on to the lead! Yes, come on, Royals, get it down!
45 seconds left, everybody.
Come on, Royals! Let's go, boys! Come on, Royals, get it down here!
27 seconds.
Come on, Royals, get it down! Whoa! One!
20.
Let's go, boys!
That's going to be tough for Vancouver now. We're down to 12 seconds.
Yeah, Royals, get it! Get out of there! Nice one! Save it! Yeah, nice save!
They tied it. They tied it. With 1.4 seconds left. Vancouver has tied it. Having a Dion Warwick heartbreaker. Oh boy. Oh no, we've seen this before in the playoffs. Remember every year she won the playoffs and Kelowna tied it with about a second to go in the game. Oh boy. We will have overtime tonight or a shootout. Oh no.
Fault. Rob, you gotta blame this one on Anderson. Oh, heck.
Bye-bye, Price.
No! No, it's not bye-bye.
Okay.
I know, there's a hat.
The third star of tonight's game. From the Royals, he had 3 assists. Number 8, Kayla Parker.
Yeah!
Second star of tonight's game, 1 goal, 2 assists. From the Royals, number 29, T. Patton. And the first star of tonight's game for the Royals, he had 3 goals and 1 assist. Number 34, Jake Poole.
Yeah!
As the Royals, thank you for attending tonight's game. We're on a long road trip now through the Central Division of the WHL. Next home game is not until November 11th, 7:05 here when we welcome the Portland Winterhawks. November 11th at 7:05. Once again, the Royals, thank you for attending tonight's game. We ask that you please have a safe journey home.
Oh, we're back in the studio for one last message from Jack and Marty. Jack is the mascot of the Vancouver Giants, and we all know Marty, right? They just want to say if you're out and about on Halloween, because this is the last home game before Halloween, it was kind of a Halloween theme tonight at the arena. Please watch out for cars. Just like anytime you guys are out, they say watch out for cars and look both ways, and have a happy and safe Halloween. And we'll see you at the next game because we're best buddies. See? No matter what the scores, we always get along. Anyway, you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you on November the 11th. At least Marty will, and I'll see you soon too at another game. And please come to Vancouver to a game. We got a great arena there. Oh yes, I would love to come to watch your game over there. Okay, so everyone, have a good night. Thank you.